Hi, this is Attorney Mike Young. I want to quickly cover with you the professional grade barter agreement template so you can see how it would benefit you when you trade goods and services. First of all, let's start with Section 1. Section 1 has Barter 1's information. Now, when you get this agreement, you will always be Barter 1. Why? Because this agreement was set up so that the legal terms in it favor Barterer 1. So what you'll do is the first section, you'll put your full name, your address, your company name if you've got one, and you'll describe the goods and services you'll happen to be trading in this particular deal. Then you'll put in other information such as the value of what you're trading, when the goods are going to be delivered, and if there's any shipping cost involved with delivery, you put that in there too as far as who's going to be responsible for it, you or the person who's getting the goods or services from you. Now, the second part here is pretty simple too. All that is the other party's information, the other person who's bartering goods and services with you. You put in their information as well, their name, their address, describe the goods and services you're going to be getting in exchange for what you're trading to them, the value of that, and when you're going to get it, and if there's any delivery cost, who's going to be responsible for that. Now, the third part's kind of interesting too. Let's say you've got a deal where what you're trading is worth more than what the other party's trading. For example, let's say you're trading something that's worth $250, and what you're getting back is worth only $200, what they're trading with you. Well, how are you going to make up that difference? Well, an easy way to do that is with partial barter. What you would do is you'd trade them $250 worth of goods or services. They'd trade you the $200 worth of goods and services, and to make up the difference, they'd also pay you the equivalent of $50. So you'd both be getting the equivalent of $250. Only in your case, you'd be getting barter $200 worth of goods or services plus an additional $50. So this would take care of that type of situation where you just simply enter the information in Section 3 showing, hey, there's going to be some cash changing hands here too, and how are we going to do it? We're going to do it with PayPal. Is there going to be a check? What's going to make up that difference in shortfall? It could work the other way around too. If you're going to make a trade of goods and services and get something back that's worth far more money, chances are the other party is going to want something to make up the difference, and you would pay them to make up the difference between what you're trading to them too. So it would be a partial barter going the other direction. Very easy to do. You just simply say, okay, here's what we got here. Yours is worth this. Mine is worth this. If they're not equal, how are we going to make up the difference? Well, somebody's going to make a monetary payment. Let's see how we're going to do that. Now, the fourth part's very important. You really don't need to do anything with this unless you want to. What I've set up there is standard terms and conditions. And what I mean by standard terms and conditions, and you don't need to go out there and tell the other party about this, is a bunch of legal terms that generally favor you as barterer 1. What they're done is they're attached as separate pages to this agreement, and you want to keep them as part of this agreement. But what I did is try to put all the unique information here on this first page so it was easy to fill out. But we're incorporating by reference here these other pages that has a bunch of legalese from a business standpoint that's designed to protect you as barterer 1. So you would complete all this information on this first page, then you'd sign where barter 1 is and complete that information, print your name, etc. And where there's barter 2 on the right-hand side on the bottom, the other party would sign there. Now, what's cool about the legal terms, it allows you to have you sign 2 separate different copies, which makes it really good if you're bartering with somebody that's not even near you. They could be in another country, they could be in another state or province, and simply you'd send them a copy. They'd sign it, they could email it back to you as a PDF file, they could fax it to you, they could mail it back to you, and you could just literally sign 2 different copies of the same agreement and have it be binding, because you've each signed, you just have signed 2 different papers. You've signed one set and they've signed the other. Now, what I mean by the standard terms and conditions, let me briefly show these to you. We're not going to go through them here, but when you get the professional grade barter agreement template, these are a key part of the contract designed to favor you. Take a look at this. I'm going to run you briefly down to the next page to just give you an idea of what it looks like. And here you go. Here's a bunch of legalese that's designed to protect you. And it's my hope that what you'll be able to do is quickly and easily put together deals to barter to get what you want. Now, if you want to change any of these standard terms and conditions, you're more than welcome to. You kind of do so at your own risk. Obviously, this isn't legal advice, but if there's something there you want to customize, be my guest and do so. This is just designed as a base way of going at it and saying, hey, let's set this up in a way that's designed to protect you as barterer 1.